Muted! Microphone is muted again. It's stuff like this that makes me just want a Mac. So, as I was saying, I can't go and repeat everything I just said, but I can say we are on our way to find a ship in a ocean, in a desert, to go across the water to fight Dolmagus, because he apparently can walk across water now. We decided to take a stop over at my ally Abby because I thought there'd be a cutscene. There was no cutscene. We just annoyed Angela. We just annoyed Marcello. But the real reason we are over here is for this. Good, we're all caught up. I've had it. I think I'm gonna end up going back to this one, even though this one isn't as good a quality. I'll probably end up going back to headphones that I have to plug in. You spend all this money for good quality microphones and good quality headphones, and they don't work half the goddamn time. Or they decide to just disconnect for no reason. That's gonna be this whole stream now. Probably not the whole stream. Probably the next 10 minutes. Me ranting and raving about how the microphone doesn't fucking want to work. I didn't even pay attention to what enemies I was fighting or any of that. And I always say, one of these days I'll be a professional. Clearly, it's no time soon. Realistically, I should be able to beat this thing without any issues whatsoever. Jessica uses crack. Actually, I think it's casts. There we go. Oh, that was the other thing I commented on while the microphone was muted. How I have my chat going in the opposite direction. That's an easy enough fix, though. I can actually do that right now. No. And do this, do that. I don't know if that actually worked, but whatever. I'm not gonna concern myself with a chat. That's like the least thing that I needed to worry about. But anyways, back to Port Prospect. Anybody want to see my walls turn red? Fucking hell. So yeah, one of the things I didn't do while I was over here. Fun part of the game? No, fun part of the stream. This part of the game is actually very fun, but I'm more annoyed at the fact that my microphone decided to just not want to work in the first 10 minutes of the stream. And now I'm still ranting about it because I can't let things go. How are you today at Aneurysm? And yes, I do apologize. I completely forgot about dirty, nasty, musty, smoky daddy. I didn't get to acknowledge you either because my goddamn microphone was muted. I'm going mad. How fitting that my avatar is the Mad Hatter. Or, I mean, Lalafell Mad Hatter. I need to go back to the inn because Jessica needs some MP. I'm just playing some Counter-Strike now. I'm thinking of painting my walls red too. Let's just have a good old painting contest. Let's see who can go for a deeper shade, right? In case anybody couldn't tell, I have a morbid sense of humor. Very easily could get me thrown off of Twitch. And now YouTube, because I'm streaming on there too. I can't forget about that. The problem with that is, with streaming on YouTube though, is I'm gonna have to delete the stream and then upload it later or something. I don't know. YouTube really doesn't like it when you're a streamer and an uploader. They tend to get very upset at that. Ay. But no, this will be a fun stream. I like the Troden part of the story. Essentially, for those who do not know from the previous parts, or the previous sections of the game, I had escaped from a castle called Troden with basically the king, the princess. We were cursed by a jester, yada yada yada. Well, it hasn't said it yet within the game, so I'm kind of spoiling it a bit. But we are actually going back to said castle that we had escaped. Why are we doing this? I don't remember why we go to the oh, I remember why. Because we see the ship that's in the desert and try to think of a way, and I think it's Trode that says there might be some there might be some knowledge about the ship in the castle's library or something. Stockholm Syndrome. That didn't appear over here on this chat, but it did appear on my... It appeared down here on my, on my screen, but didn't appear on my chat over here. Don't know why. Oh well. As long as I was able to read it. And yes, Stockholm Syndrome. I don't know if that's why we're going back to the, castle. But I guess everything will be explained, right? Right. Oh, you're gonna crit one of my guys, aren't you? Oh, screw you. Pink Pogos are defeated. And Yankees' level increases to 19. Very nice. Where is my phone? So I can cheat and look at the skill points. You know, that thing I keep doing that I say I'm not gonna do anymore. You open this often. Yeah, you think I would have just written it down by now. Three. What am I learning? Oh, actually, I might as well just do that first. Fisticuffs include improve. But too bad I ain't gonna be using fisticuffs just yet. Very niche, fisticuffs. Right, we actually want to go down that way, but we're not going to go there yet. Because we want to come up here. We can go in this well. Because as we all know, in a Dragon Quest game, you go down a well that you go down any wells that you see. Crown is stuck and it won't budge. Somebody, anybody, get this crown off me! I'm down here! Look! I'm right next to your foot! I was bouncing up and down at the top of the well and I fell in and now I can't get out! See? Pull that crown off me and set me free! You have to give it some wheelie welly though. It's stuck fast. Thank you. All you have to do is pull the crown off me. No need to be gentle. Just tug it. Yeah. Ian's making that sound very suspicious. Okay, now that appeared up on my chat with the "What's your favorite Dragon Quest hero design?" Well then, here, you can have the silly crown. It's your reward. And I got an achievement for that. Alright, now that I'm done doing that horrible falsetto, my favorite Dragon Quest hero design. Ooh. Because I can give you my favorite hero. And that's... Like, and by hero, do you mean, like, the main character or any of the, like, cast? Any of the playable cast? Because it's tough to give a character, to, like, who's your favorite character in terms of, like, the main character, because he doesn't really have dialogue. So, as far as a personality goes, they're supposed to be your personality, so... okay, so main character design. She's a church. I'm just thinking. God, that's a tough one. I'm torn between a couple. I like 8. Erdrick from 3 is really, really good. Solo and Sophia from 4 are really good. I was never big on 8. 6 is very, very generic, I always thought. 7 is basic, but I don't hate 7. I don't think it's up there with like 8, 3, and 4, but of course that all happened. I'm probably gonna go with 3. Though 3 is probably the most iconic of the Dragon Quest designs, so everybody pretty much knows it. If you're even familiar with Dragon Quest, so I don't think about 11 because I'm just not a fan of the 11 design. 7 is basic but good. Yeah, I also agree with that. 7 is very basic, but it is a decent design. Nah. And of course you cast a sap instead of actually trying to attack. My battery was 86 when I joined. I like that name. Welcome. 5 is unique. 5 is unique. I don't know. I thought 5 was, well, 4 is good. I'm torn on 5 because now that I'm thinking about it, like 5 is definitely unique. Like you don't usually see that type of art design. Like usually you see like swords and warriors. So when you see just pretty much a guy in a turban with a staff and rags, I don't know. I still think I have to go with 3. These things really want me dead. Die already! Holy mackerel. That was unpleasant. 4 is my favorite. Now here's the question: which version of 4 do you like, Solo or Sophia? Because personally, I was always partial to Sophia. I'm gonna be here a while healing. Or maybe not. With 3, I think they're both like close enough where it can be like, oh, I like both of them. But I think there's enough of a difference between the male and the female one with 4 that you could go either way. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna leave the rock bomb alone. He'll just chill there for a little while and not really do much of anything. But we need to get rid of those muddy hands before they become a problem. Clearly not with that. Sophia's costume has more going for it, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty much in the same boat on that one. Come on, thank you. There we go. Solo's crown is cool, though. I have to look up Solo and Sophia real quick. Just to give myself a better idea as to what I'm comparing. It has been a bit since I've seen the 4 designs. A lot of green, that's what I really remember. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the crown is actually really nice. I don't think it's enough to really, like, propel him better design-wise than Sophia, but yeah, the crown with the cross and the wings is actually really nice. Hello. Wow, I can't read that in the freaking chat. I can read it on my screen at least. Motois, Motu. I cannot pronounce that. I apologize. Welcome to the stream. As far as games go, 5 is one of my favorites, I would say. I'd have to in terms of like lasting impression, I would say 8, 11, and 5. 8, 11, 5, and 3 are my favorites. Not necessarily in that order. But in terms of like the first time I played it, wowed, blown away, it's 7, and it will always be 7. I don't think anything's ever going to top my first initial impressions of 7. Solo's design is just Link with a crown. There's a little more to it, but I agree. Yes, it is. It is relatively basic when compared to Sophia. Oh, don't attack those. Yangus is gonna kill those easily. Goodness gracious. How is it going? It is going great now that I've actually got freaking the microphone working. That was a thing for the first 10 minutes of the stream. It has been going... work was alright, I would say. I mean, it's very busy right now this time of year, but... hey, apart from that, everything is going good. How about you? How is everything going?
Well, I never.
Oh, we got dialogue. Wow, it looks like that guy who...
This must be it. The ancient ship we heard about in Pickham.
It looks like the guy who was right about everything was right about the fact that there was a ship in a desert.
Now we can pick up Dul Magus's hateful trail again.
Well, you're forgetting one thing, though.
But it's enormous. How on earth will we get it down to the sea?
I'm working a bit.
I'm rather stumped.
Working a bit late. I enjoy having Dragon Quest streams when I work. Well, I appreciate it. That is what I pretty much did when I was fixing computers for a living, is I basically was just fixing the computer with a Dragon Quest speedruns on the side there.
If only it wasn't quite so far inland.
I could never speedrun a Dragon Quest game. I don't speedrun to begin with, but Dragon Quest just seems way too complex and without RNG manipulation, way too annoying.
Now, let's see. Here's my castle.
What you got over there?
Which means now we must be... here. Unbelievable. We're directly south of the castle. I had no idea we were so close to home.
You fix computers and freelance? I didn't freelance it, but yeah, I was hired by a company to fix computers, fix computers. There you go. Which consisted of me basically just friggin' monotonously installing Windows and friggin' going into BIOS and programming things on the computer so that you kids could use them in schools. It was not a fun job. I grew very tired of trying to do IT after like 6-7 months. Because after I did the computers thing, then I had to actually be an IT guy, and oof.
In that case, we should go back to the castle.
It was not fun.
You can find mention of this ship in the library.
Sorry to hit it. Oh, you don't have to. Don't worry about it. It was something I tried doing and didn't like it, so I moved on.
There's no time to lose.
Castle! No, now I work customer service, and I actually very much enjoy what I'm doing now, so... Every time I was in phone call with IT, he seemed very tired and depressed. Yeah, they get that. Keep in mind, I want to put people like in perspective as far as like ignore the dog. As far as like their perspective of IT goes. Think about when you call and a problem you might have. And then remember that there's probably 100 other people calling the person with the same problem. It gets very tiring very quickly. And what's worse is when you call them with a problem that they haven't like come across yet. And a lot of IT guys, the ones you first talk to, generally don't know much. It's not an insult on them. It's usually the people right out of school and all of that. So they'll come across a lot of things that they don't understand, so they'll have to like really work on it to try to fix it, even if it is something very, very simple that anybody who's been in the position for a while would know how to fix in a few minutes. But it's a long story short, people in IT get yelled at a lot. People who call IT with computer problems tend to think they're the only ones that have those issues. And if you don't fix their issue immediately because you're this all-knowing genius when it comes to computers, spoiler alert for people, we are not. They get mad. Yeah, they get mad when you don't fix their computers immediately. They get mad if you have to... People get mad if you don't fix the computers immediately. I think I'm kind of rambling at this point with this, but I think I'm getting my point across on it. IT stinks. That's my point. I see. Yeah. Respect your IT guy the next time you call him. Because chances are he probably doesn't want to be doing that. But if you like your current job, it's cool. I love my current job. I have so much fun at work at times. I'm customer service, but because it's such a small company, I can be abrasive. The customers don't care. They love me. Don't mind me. I am just cheating. I think I want more courage, though. Yeah, 48 is pretty much a little higher than 48 is actually what I want in courage right now. 48 will get me zap, and I think I saw it's 54 is half MP, which is what I really, really want. And then I can start putting some in swords. Wop wop. Okay, now what do I have to do here? Just a quick boomerang. I wonder how Whoosh will do against you guys. Well, I'm gonna kill you in one hit, one turn, so... I don't think you're gonna end up summoning anybody. Nope, you're good. Woo! This way. Da, 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 da. I definitely feel like there's something down there, but I'm gonna hold off on going down there yet. Zap is a spell that's vanishing monsters. I mostly know the French spells. No, Zap is the electric spell that hits all the monsters. It's usually used by the excuse me. It's usually used by the hero. I'm trying to remember the original NES name of the spell. Like the old school. I mean, NES doesn't help you if you used a French one. So. I think you know what spell I'm talking about, though. Unfortunately, I don't know the French dialogue for it, or French word for it. And I wish I could remember what it was called on the freaking OG 8-bit systems. Ooh, yeah, these are not fun. I gotta kill one of these immediately, otherwise they're gonna morph. They're gonna morph and then destroy me. Nope. Okay, good. Need all 4 of them alive in order for them to actually morph together. Whatever. Let's see you try to resurrect everybody now. Ah. Jerk. I think if I go left here to this church, I think it's a church, and it does have an inn and a save here, and a zoom location. Well, I know what's not going to take priority here. Woo! Oh, I can't read that name. Math Source 00. Thank you for the follow. I think I got that. I didn't factor not being able to read the alert box in the middle of the screen there. French spells aren't as funny as the English. No, the English spells are designed to be like punny and silly. I don't think they're that way in the Japanese versions of the game either. It's pretty much just strictly the English version that loves its puns. Which I'm all for, to be honest with you. It gives the game a nice, lighthearted feel to when you're dealing with some very, very, very depressing content in a lot of the Dragon Quest games. Tame compared to some RPGs, but let's be real, it's not like Dragon Quest doesn't have, like, really awful things that happen within the story. Let's do that. No, why would you fall asleep? Wait, were those the weaker beetle enemies? Seems very odd that they would have died in one hit. Unless it was the bat. No, I'm very confused. I don't think they died in one hit, but I didn't expect them to actually die that quickly. I didn't talk to you. Get over here, cow. Thank you. I feel like there's something back here. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of a different building. It's been a long time since we've had visitors in this here in this poor lonely land. It used to be so lively around these parts, but now no one ever comes by. It's all because of the cursed thorns at Castle Trodane to the north of here. What a terrible affair. Magic key, and I heard of a rumor about a magic key in Castle Trodane, so I went looking for it and I couldn't believe my eyes. I didn't mean to interfere in your business, but I wouldn't go up there if I were you. You might end up being cursed too. Sorry, did I scare you? That wasn't my intention. It's just... Never mind. Why don't we forget and do some business? You playing with HD textures? Yep, it was one of the big reasons I decided to do this game as opposed to a different one. I don't remember the game I was going to do, but I'm glad I did this. Saw the HD textures pack, and I was like, I definitely need to get in on that. And it was very, very simple to install, too. After a little bit. I needed to do some configuring, but I did eventually learn how to install it properly. It's very well made. It is. I've noticed some tearing here and there, but for the most part, it's been pretty much perfect. But no, it is very, very well made. I love it. Now, if only Square-Enix would get off their ass and actually make something official. And this version of the game, please. I am not the biggest fan of the 3DS version. There's some great quality of life stuff in the 3DS version, but for the most part, I feel like it's a dumbed down experience. You could say it's nostalgia, but for preferring an old school style RPG, but I think one of the things a lot of people love, which I'm about to actually do, is the fact that the alchemy pot is instantaneous in the 3DS version, whereas you gotta walk with this one. I had thought that I had nothing in the alchemy pot for a while here. Oh. And I thought I needed a cutscene in order for them to tell me I can do 3 items. Perfect timing, Orgo. While you have been asleep at night, I've been burning the midnight oil again to improve the alchemy pot. Look! I've made a breakthrough. You're no longer restricted to 2 ingredients. Now you can use up to 3. Now you can make it even more exciting items. What a boon for your alchemy studies. No. You can thank me later. More exciting items. Let's make some more strong medicines to break the economy in this game. They did their best with the port of the game. I enjoyed the photo quest, but it's sure the PS2 has more charm. I'm not saying that the port is necessarily bad. It's just that I prefer this version. I prefer the random encounters. I prefer the more condensed party, whereas the 3DS version has Morrie and Red that are playable. I think that the end game in the 3DS version is a bit bloated. What are some of the issues, other issues I had with the 3DS version? Now, I will say, from like some of the quality life stuff, I can't remember. I'll have to look at the exact differences. I do remember liking some things. I do remember some of the bosses towards the end game were much more difficult. Like, spoiler for people who may not have played all through 8, but I'm not really surprising anybody by saying you eventually fight Marcello, so... but... Marcello in the 3DS version is significantly more difficult. All because of one ability, but still. Metal Slime hunting is easier in the 3DS version. Oh my god, it's so broken in the 3DS version. I'm almost at Trodain. I might have to show all you have to do to farm Metal Slimes in friggin' the 3DS version. One thing I do remember the 3DS, they did balance the characters, the original 4 characters, much better. I can say that. I remember with most of the characters in the in this version of the game, Fisticuffs is pretty much wasted points. Like, Genghis might be the only exception, unless you're really move into Fisticuffs with Jessica. Whereas the 3DS version gives you much more incentives to go down Fisticuffs with all the characters. Getting stuff like better evasion for a lot of the characters that hit really hard in the end game. Jessica in general gets Magic Burst when she has 100 Fisticuffs, although she gets that in this game too. It's generally better because she gets more abilities within Fisticuffs that make it worth it. Defending champion from both Angelo and Hero is pretty much a necessity. And they nerfed the hell out of Twin Dragon Lash, unfortunately. But I'm not using Twin Dragon Lash that much right now, so... that'll see its usage, trust me. The only issue with balancing these 4 initial characters is the fact that they made Red and Morrie overpowered, so you gotta use them anyways. So dropping 100 points in the Fisticuffs with Jessica makes sense when you're just gonna throw her into the party, have her cast Magic Burst, then pull her out. 252. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I'm going to end up doing much of Trodain in this part. Because... That seriously is very satisfying. I do believe he's around here somewhere. I don't quite remember where he is, but he's around here somewhere. I think I might have to go into Trodan and come back out. Diablo. I fucking love those things. I don't know what the Terratabbies do, but man, are they cute. I don't think I've ever had one attack me, but... Chest is locked, of course. Ah, come on. Okay, there we go. Come on. Ah, that's fine. Oh, there he is. It must have to be closer tonight. That's what I was looking for. Slimy Smiley. Or, yeah, Slimy Smiley. He's just a regular old slime. Die in a couple hits. Proper monster coin. Awesome. Now we have the 4 monsters for Morrie. Let's just go in here and get the zoom point, and we'll head on over there.
We can't get in like this. Jessica, can you get rid of these thorns with some of your hocus pocus?
I guess I can give it a try. Let's see. There. Just don't ask me to get rid of all of them, okay?
Selfish.
It may be powerful, but it's not that powerful.
Sure it is. Have about faith in yourself. You're using staves. Even though you got a whip equipped right now. Hmm.
Oh, my poor castle. It used to be so beautiful, but now it's in ruins.
Oh, allergies and mixed with recovering from a cold. I love this place.
All because of Dol Magus's evil curse.
It is a wonderful dungeon, but unfortunately we won't be going through it too much right now.
And the castle's secret treasure was plundered.
Oh, backstory.
Ah, there you are, Princess. I know you like to look at the stars, but it's a little chilly to be outside. Perhaps you should retire to your chamber.
Of course, Father. I'll come right away.
I love that they always have, like, something blocking their faces so you don't know what they look like. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. They didn't do a very good job of hiding what they look like. Damn, HD textures.
What's this? What's going on?
Hello? Is anybody there? There's a man injured here. Somebody please call a doctor.
Speak to me. I command you. Tell me what happened here.
Your Majesty, somebody... The sealed chamber...
The sealed chamber? But surely no one would...
Father, the intruder may still be up there. It's too dangerous for you to go alone.
Hiding the faces doesn't help when they were in a clear shot due to the HD textures.
Yes, but what if... I can't just stand by and let someone steal it.
I know, so I'll go with you.
I don't know. Well, if there's no other alternative...
Great, so it's Strode's fault. Strode's fault his daughter is a horse.
You... What do you think you're doing? I forbid you to touch that scepter!
Why, if it isn't King Troll and Princess Merdia, I didn't expect you to find me. But what's done is done. Tell me, is this scepter as powerful as people say?
You're that jester. You came to my castle so you could steal the scepter?
Well deduced. You saved me the bother of explaining myself, Your Majesty. I heard all about it. About a legendary magical scepter sealed deep inside Castle Tradain, and about how it could bestow ultimate magical powers. With this, nothing can stop me from becoming the greatest magician of all time.
That's really all he wanted the scepter for.
Then, I'll have my revenge on those scornful snobs who made a fool of me.
Stop! That scepter must never leave this castle!
Nothing can stop me. No reason to delay this any further. Time to unleash its true power. King Trode, you will be my first guinea pig.
Father, look out!
Is that the best it can do? The mayor I can see, but you look more like a toad than a troll to me.
Troll? Why is he saying troll?
Ah, but wait. The magic circle here must be restricting its full powers.
Dogs.
If I can take it away from here, I'll see what it can really do. Come, precious scepter. Show me your true power. Oh, yes. What incredible magic. Perfect. So
Oh,
powerful.
we're in a cutscene.
And control it.
Can you tell? Yes, unfortunately, the cutscenes textures have not been updated.
What on earth?
But back in 2004, those looked phenomenal. Or this looked phenomenal. It'll still look nice outside of the cutscene, though. Don't worry. And now his hair is white, and he drew lines on his face. Level 5 always did great work with the visuals. They do. I especially love the visuals in this game. It's probably my favorite designed game, or visually appealing game for a very, very long time. And the HD texture has just made it so much better.
We were inside the magic circle, but you weren't. How did you manage to survive?
I bet that plot point will never be explored.
Who knows? Maybe it was just luck. You've always been the lucky one. Oi, Gav! What you
I have to go back and take a look at the games Level 5 has made. I know they've made some like really, really good ones. Obviously, I'm not really breaking any ground by saying Level 5 is a good studio. It did tons of games on the PS2. Oh, Nino Kune, that's the one I was really thinking as far as like design goes.
Ain't we supposed to be swatting up on that shit? Come on, get 'em.
It's like I had a feeling Level 5 did work on that one as well, but I had to confirm it before I said something.
Yes, of course. The castle library should be just over there.
Yeah, but we're not doing that yet. As great as Protein is, as fun as it is to explore, there's someplace that's even better to explore. I'll have to see Morrie. Possibly my favorite character. Favorite... Well, I can't say non-playable character now because of the 3DS version, but at the time, probably my favorite non-playable character in all of Dragon Quest. Ah, so it's you, Ragazzo. I knew you'd come to see me today, Ragazzo. The winds, they bring a scent to me. Ew. You do the good job for me. Now it is my turn to do it for you. You will not be needing Get Memo anymore. Let me take it from you. I am not gonna read out that one. I can sense the fire burning in your eyes, ragazzo. I can sense your hidden potential, your gusto, your passion. So let me show you my appreciation by taking you inside. I know you've been wondering about this place, eh? Allora, follow me. Yes. Go ahead. Do what he just did. You can't, can you? Here is a wuss. Ah, one of them's defending, that's why. Come on. Will you knock it off? Serves you right. You're interrupting me in Morrie time.
Ragazzo, behind this door lies a world you cannot imagine.
I should do that with my beard. I don't have the chin for it, though. Underneath all this, the hair on my face is nothing. It's just lips and neck.
Prepare to be puzzled.
Oh, Morrie, darling. I didn't expect to see you here today. Heard something on the wind then, have you?
Those eyes.
Curioso, eh? I like that in my ladies. But not too much, eh, boys? No. I come to see your face, Miri, my bellissimo flower.
Oh, you. Flattery will get you everywhere.
Morrie and his harem.
That's my girl.
You just need a scarf and a fan blowing.
This way. I'll be waiting for you in the
Fair enough. I do love the fact that his scarf and everything still blows while he's indoors. It's just... Again, yeah, a fan. He's just gonna walking around with a fan. That's why not, I'm sure. Da, 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 da. Are you Mary? You're Murray. Okay. Oh, of course I'm gonna talk to Morrie. Just gotta find him. Oh, he's up that side.
Hi. You be amazed, eh? This is what I wanted to show you. Ragazzo,
Your lips aren't moving.
can you feel it? The sights, the sounds, the smells!
I don't want anything to do with the smells of your monstrous pit.
Morrie! I thought that name was our little secret. Don't go telling the whole world.
Scusi, my flower. Yes, the sights, the sounds, the smells! Over the monster arena!
That's better. That sounds a lot more inviting.
This is a place of monster combattimento. Teams of the three monsters fight heads to heads. There are 7 different ranks for your team to try, eh? And this is all you need to know. It's simple, no? So, ragazzo, you are wanting your own team, eh?
Yes, of course.
I knew you would say yes. But the rules say you will need the 200,000 gold pieces. Now you know why this place is full of the rich people, eh? So, ragazzo, can you pay the money?
No.
So, I do you wrong. I should never have asked you such a question. Scoot. I explain what I mean. The 200,000 gold pieces you need for to have your own monster team, I will make the payment for you.
I mean, how generous, but you just met me.
But naturalmente, I not give it to you without no wires attached, eh? There are conditions. You must swear this one thing. You must swear to fight your way to the very top of the monster arena. What do you say? Can you swear it? Do you have what it takes? Can you conquer my monstrous pit?
Enough about your monstrous pit. I understand that's where the joke is supposed to go, but
And it is decided.
dear God.
Ragazzo, from this moment, you are the owner of your very own monster team.
Orko becomes a monster team owner.
So, let's get straight down to business, eh? First, you will need a good, strong name for your team. An intense name that shows the passion. If you cannot think of a good name, I can do it for you. So, you
Oh,
want
now where's the fun in that? Yes, I want to name my own team.
to choose your own name. Let's see what you got, eh? It must be 18 letters or less.
18 letters or less. Now I gotta make sure it's Twitch friendly. Twitch and YouTube friendly. Ooh. Oh my goodness, all of a sudden I got really, really tired. Hmm. I fucking won. Miss it by one. Hmm. Does that work? 1 second, I got an idea. It might work. Oh, do I want to do that? Yeah, I'm never good at these. I remember I used to have one, but the 3DS wouldn't allow me to use it. Quite frankly, I was a teenager when this game came out, and I probably don't want to use it now either. Had something to do with assholes. Let's just leave it at that. Mm. Ooh, I know. I hope it fits with the spaces. Lica. There. Yeah, I like it.
Okay? That's your name? Where is the forza, the bravado, the passion, eh? Never mind. It will do.
Morrie's got no culture.
So, ragazzo, you have named your team. Now, you must think of the team members. At first, your team will consist of the 3 monsters you found for me. Lonely Joe, Squiggles, and Smiles. But, of course, you will never reach the top of Morrie's monstrous pit with such a team.
Has no faith in me.
You need to find the
No faith in the monsters, I should say.
during your travels to make your team better. And remember this: the strength of the monsters in the team is also affected by the strength of the team owner.
My battery was 86 when I joined. Thank you for the follow, and I really need to change that text color in the name. Blue does not match well with that background.
Team just by being the strong owner. And the monsters are not like the humans, no. They don't get no stronger by fighting more. In some other words, if you want your team to be better, you must swap the team members for the stronger monsters.
Yes, you're making this way more complicated than it needs to be.
Your mission is to search the top of my monstrous pit. That is the thrill, the ecstasy of the monster arena. The ecstasy of the monster arena.
Morrie, I think everyone heard you loud and clear the first time, darling.
Yeah, but he didn't get the standing O he should have gotten.
Scusi. I just thought it needed more gusto. But anyway, you will need these.
Morrie will receive the Monster Arena key and puts it in the bag.
Now you can enter in the arena whenever you want and take part in the Campionato of my monstrous pit anytime you like.
Woohoo!
And talk to the man at the center counter whenever you want to enter the pit. But if you want to be smart, you talk to some people and get the informazione first, eh? I look forward to seeing your gusto. Ragazzo, buona fortuna.
By the way, Morrie is not kidding as far as not being able to get anywhere with the monsters you have. There's literally one monster that I got out of the 3 that can even get me to potentially C class, and that's Lonely Joe. We need much better. But I'm not going to be able to get very far into it until I, at the very minimum, get the boat. So, even though we unlocked it and all of that, we will not be doing anything else with the Monster Arena for now. We are going to go back to Trodane, and we will explore in there. I can make it to probably D or C rank with the monsters I can get right now. Because, let's see, I would use Lonely... I would probably... Yeah, we'll wait until we get the ship. And then we'll work on the Monster Arena, at least up until... up until B rank. Because I ain't beaten B rank for a very long time. You're a dragon. Oh, shit. I'm not doing this yet. Zoom. I'm gonna go back to Fairbury, and I'm actually gonna heal up before we continue on Castle Trodane. I guess it was silly of me to go back to the Monster Arena if I wasn't actually going to do something in there. No. Nevertheless, let's go to the inn. And you know what? While I'm here, I think I want to leave town going south, right? There's actually a monster I do want in the area. And I think he's out this way. Oh. Oh, nope. I got the monster team on the bottom now. Dun, dun. And since none of the enemies in this area are going to be worth a damn to fight. Actually, does Yankus have Padfoot yet? He does not. Okay. Da, 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 da. Hello, Haxorus. It's been a while. Did you miss me? You're definitely a dragon. Crack. Sandman's arrow. Come on. Yes, I'm aware you can do some damage. Doesn't mean you have to. There we go. And a silver monster coin. We'll get rid of Squiggles. Hackzilla, that was its name. Fuck it. I gotta remember where the other monsters are that I need. I mean, there's a lot that I need to remember with this game. Forgot quite a bit. Fortunately, I remembered this, though. Because without this, this level is very, very confusing. There is a magic key in here somewhere, I do remember. I think somebody told me that, too. Oh. Chris has made the cat bloom into a flower. I don't mind seeing humans get hurt in games, but when you hurt an animal, Faust will pay. This actually might be the magic key right here. Yay! And we got a Templar's sword. Which I do believe we've already had that. No, we didn't. Angelo cannot, or Hero cannot equip it, so... I definitely feel as though Angelo's attack should be a lot better than it is. So, has he got the Hunter Bow on? He does have the Hunter's Bow on. Okay, Angelo's just weaker than I remembered. Ooh! I gotta make a counter on here for how many metal slimes run away from me. But, oh well. I'm not really prepared to fight metal slimes yet, but if I kill it, I kill it. If I don't, I don't. For those curious, by the way, for liquid metal slimes in the 3DS version, all you have to do is this. Yeah. Basically you do this, do that. And you just keep doing this. There's a better spot to do it, but it's basically just keep going back and forth with the camera and respawning enemies until you get metal slimes. And this is pretty much the first instance of the liquid metal slimes. Da, 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 da. No, I thought I could actually open that. Is it on the other side that I can open then? Jessica's level increases to 18. I am hoping I can get to the library before 8 o'clock. But if not, I'll just go a little longer if I have to. I don't think I can go this way. Yeah. Jessica's very stingy with the burning of the thorns. Ah, there's the fucking door that I was thinking. I do believe if I go over here... Yeah. I have a very funny feeling that if I do Crackle, I'm going to regret it instantly. So we'll use Kasap instead. Jerks. See if I was right to not want to use crackle. Eh. Kind of surprised that actually killed that. Mm-hmm. Da, 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 da. Ew. What I wouldn't give a freaking zap right now. This was successful all the other times, so. Mm-hmm. Angelo, the fastest person on the team, goes last. This game, I love the fact that agility is just a it's just a suggestion in this game. And of course, every other time, Sandman's arrow, freaking, yeah, damn it. There you go. Sandman's arrow, freaking, puts that thing to sleep every single time. All the other encounters. Alright, hold on. Back with Orgo. I had to get that last hit in. Alright, no more playing around. Apparently one encounter is all it takes to actually wipe my party. It's not like I'm severely underleveled either. Well, there's nothing in here, so I thought there was something down here. That's the really frustrating thing, is when you get into an encounter like that in a spot you really didn't need to go to. this is a nothing encounter. Actually, I can equip that now. That's fine. Dun, 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 dun. Another dead room. God damn it, King Trode, why did you have to make your castle so confusing? Oh, we're outside. Curse has sent him to a deep sleep. Sure! Deep sleep. That's all it is this sleeping. They're sleeping as their bodies are made out of plants. Da-da-da-dum. This thing should die relatively quickly. None of the books appear particularly interesting. Today, or you have an aristocrat. Young Orgo has already secured a position in the Palace Guard. Quite impressive for a lad who started out as a live-in servant. I never would have imagined that a total stranger could be appointed to the Palace Guard. Princess Medea seems to have taken notice of the boy as well. I suspect the position is a perfect fit for him. Medea's a perfect fit for me, if you know what I mean. Oh, sorry. I don't like hunter mechs. Hunter mechs are very bad. There you go. All right. Should be fine at this point. Do I have a cutscene here? I do. Okay. A not voiced cutscene. It was this magic circle that saved Medea and I from the thorns. Yes, in the end, the magic circle my ancestors drew to protect the world from the power of the scepter helped only to protect their descendants from it. We must be grateful to them, although I would be more grateful if they had just protected us from these vexing transformations. For some reason, the words "Have a nice day" are sprawled in huge letters on one page. Orgo smiles happily. I don't get it, but okay. You guys shouldn't pose any problems. I was gonna say, Angelo, it's been a while since he's leveled. New spell, swoosh. I need that. I had the fucking link. This is what I want. Alright, at this point I need to start dropping them in bows. There's a specific boss I need a few in charisma, but I need some more bow abilities. Ooh, a garter. Ooh, scandalous. You could have just given it to me. Actually, your battle record is absolutely flawless, impeccable, perfect. Well, almost anyway. Nevertheless, you are due some praise. Surprised he didn't say anything about me going into his daughter's fucking daughter's wardrobe and taking out her garter. Oh, that's horrifying without the fucking pupils. I do believe this is Trode's bedroom. Yeah, this is Trode's bedroom. Apparently there was a liquid metal slime in there too. Ooh, I killed it. Fuck yeah. Liquid metal slime is defeated. Let the levels commence. How high up in courage do I have to go for that? Again. $56, that's where I need to get to. Although I may just get zapped for now. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm just gonna get zapped for now, and I'm gonna go back to swords. Flame Slash, learn zap. Yangus's I feel like I was going down humanity for a reason. And for now, it's pretty much nose for treasure, so... Beyond that, I have to go back down fisticuffs to get thin air. Jessica's level increases to 19. Ooh, oomph. And there's Zing. Excellent. It's a book entitled Secrets of Alchemy. A surprising number of people seem to neglect the lowly moonwort bulb, letting it roll about their bags unused, untouched, unloved. This sounds similar. You might want to try putting 3 moonwort bulbs into your alchemy pot. Combining unused items in order to save space is one of the fundamental uses of the alchemy pot. Orko discovers a new recipe. Question marks? Moonwalk bulb, moonwalk bulb, moonwalk bulb. Yeah, but I'm cooking bunny ears right now, so I'll have to come back to the moonwalk bulb. And Hunter Mechs, wonderful. But I have swoosh now, so might do some damage. There you go. There you go. We're outside, which means I probably went the wrong way somewhere. Piece of rock salt. I don't know what the piece of rock salt does. I'm assuming it's some kind of cheese. But you never know. That works. Getting those 2 levels, enemies are a whole lot easier. I ain't going up that way yet. And I'm realizing that this is actually, well, not this room, but this is actually progress. Ew. Good enough. I was really hoping I could just look at the priest and be like, hey, yeah, prayer, save, thank you. Because it's gonna really suck if I die. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna continue on with the level. Come back and explore the rest of the, level later. Oh, my poor minister. The curse has deformed you too. Although it was unleashed in the middle of the night. So what are you doing in the courtroom? And on my throne? So, you enjoy the feeling of being enthroned, do you? Well, your secret is out now, you frivolous old fool. I can't do Trode. Let's see here. Don't do that ability. Okay. I think I just need to go through that door right there, and that leads me to the library. So we're almost done in this place. Woohoo! Ew, ooh, no. I just noticed Jessica's HP, and I was not about to have her die. Yep, okay. The big thing I want to do is this. Now I can bypass the whole fucking dungeon. I am not going to read all of these books. Out loud, I mean. Because there's a lot of books and a lot of recipes here, so... Nope. An excellent elfin elixir. Yggdrasil dew and a liquid. One word of caution. Wizard staff and a rock bomb. Should I have a rock bomb shard? I feel like I do. Maybe I don't. Thought I did. I guess not. Oh well. Here's a beat a diary of a soldier. White shield, iron shield. White shield is iron shield and something silver. I believe a silver platter, which I cannot get yet.
Oh dear. What a state the place is in. It's such a terrible shame. To work then. First things first. We need to find a book containing information on that ship. Maybe there'll be some kind of clue as to how to get it moving again.
Well, stop talking and start searching. Well, Robe of Serenity is Cloak of Evasion and Garter. What else would be private clothing? I suppose boxer shorts. Stylish helm. Stone hard hat, bronze knife, bronze knife. Certain place in the world you simply must visit. Goddess statue, blah blah blah. Yes, we will go there at some point when we get the boat. There's important storyline stuff there. Pitfalls of Alchemy. A blunt axe, iron axe, and gold nugget. Yeah, don't do that one. Don't do that combination. Gravelin Trodane. In Dragon Quest. Don't go to the castle for the ambiance and atmosphere. Go there because of the princess. Because she's hot. Okay. That's what I needed to find.
You found something. Let's read it and see if it can be of any help.
Already pore over the book they found.
So, what we've discovered is that long, long ago, the area where we found the ship was at the bottom of an ocean. It doesn't really help us now, though. If only the ocean still existed, it would be plain sailing.
I think that might be my thumbnail. That or the destruction of the metal slime.
Mhm.
Or maybe just the hymn. Anytime Yangus picks his nose, it's funny. Oh, fuck, not this shit again.
What on earth?
Second. There we go. It dawned on me, it's been a very long time since I've saved, and I don't need, like, something crashing. My luck, something would.
Welcome once more to the land of the moon shadow, fortunate travelers. The moon shadow window opens but once in a human's lifetime to grant a single wish. It is mysterious indeed that we should meet for a second time.
Well, there are technically 5 of us.
Enlighten me. What wish has brought you back to me upon this night? I know the ship of which you speak. Long ago, it would travel the vast oceans, guided by the light of the moon. I remember it well. And now you wish to return this ship to the ocean from whence it came. A simple task. All we must do is revive the memory of ancient times. Those times when there was once an ocean where now there is only land. You saw for yourselves in Ascantha. Now I will again give form to a memory. The memory of the ocean that sleeps in the land.
I think I know when you have to do the Ascantha thing, by the way. It has to be done at least before you come back to Troding. Because I'm willing to bet that boulder that's blocking the path isn't destroyed if you don't do Ascantha.
Yes.
Because this is when it needs to be done.
The music will rouse the memory.
I think your Chin was talking.
It is as I feared. This harp is not powerful enough.
Oh no!
I will need a greater instrument if I am to perform such a task. I must think.
Don't hurt yourself.
Yes, it is coming to me. There is an aura that surrounds you. It is faint, but I can feel it. I see it. A moon shadow harp in the world of the sun's light. With that, no undertaking would be beyond the realms of possibility. Lend me your ears. Somewhere in your world there is an almighty instrument. Somewhere along the path you have already trodden. A friend will guide you to it. My brave children, if you wish to awaken the ancient ship, you must first find the moon shadow harp. Bring it to me, and I shall summon the memory of that ancient ocean, and the ship shall sail once more.
For the record, he doesn't give any other hints. He just tells you that an old friend that I've seen. Thanks, Ishamari. I mean, I know where I gotta go, but it's still, I didn't realize that it was like he gave no hints whatsoever. Unless I get a hint when I come out here. Nope, I do not. Alrighty. And on that note, where I want to stop. Now let's go to Fairbury. Because I don't know if I'm going to... Yeah, I guess I'll have to actually continue on. Because like I said, I'm not really going to be able to do much in the Monster Arena without... Although, no, I do want to do some of the Monster Arena because there's a specific ability I'm going to need for an encounter coming up. And it's before I get the ship, so... So let's go stop at the inn. Good timing. You made a set of bunny ears. And, of course, the set of bunny ears is going to go to Jessica. It is almost complete. I just need to look up how to actually make one. But Bunny Jessica is almost complete. The greatest Jessica form. Alrighty. And on that note, let us save and let us be off. I want to thank everybody for watching today. I will be back on Saturday with Final Fantasy IX, and then again on Sunday with more Dragon Quest. And after that, who knows? I don't usually stream again throughout the week, but I'm enjoying Dragon Quest VIII. I may stream it some more. But otherwise, we will be back on Sunday with Dragon Quest VIII, and then back again next Thursday. So take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.